Hello, Leo. Let's see what's coming in for you for mid-August. Okay, we're starting with the Ace of Swords. Beautiful. The King of Swords. Okay. And the Five of Wands. All right. Interesting. Wow. So we're clarified by the World, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups. Okay. Four of Cups, the Strength. Three of Cups. Interesting energies. So many cups under there. Okay, that's interesting because you've got no cups in the main spread, and then you've got the 3, 4, and 5 of cups. There's a little bit of a heart journey going on in the background here. With this 5 of cups as your main bottom of the deck card, there is some kind of loss that you've gone through recently. In fact, what I'm feeling is the loss is more of an internal loss. It's like you've lost a sense of hope or optimism or positivity. You've moved from a kind of playful social joy under there, and that's strength, and you've landed in a place of boredom, frustration, emotional retreat, and now you're going through a grieving process. Now, for a lot of you, this could actually be about what's going on in the greater world, and then for others of you, it's going to be a more personal situation. But whatever this is, this grief feels like it's dominating your world at the moment, and it's being asked to be looked at, to be felt and then let go. Because whatever you're missing at that heart level, there's so much more that you haven't probably seen right now. You're kind of focusing on the empty cups. There are still cups that are full, that are waiting to be noticed. And this is only a 5. You've got the whole rest of the minor arcana and all of the major arcana story to play out. So there's much more ahead for you. There's much more available to you than just the grief that you're currently kind of cycling through at the moment. But you have some amazing things coming in, like really amazing. So I want you to try to move through this grief. Try not to get stuck in it, because if you're stuck in it, you won't be able to enjoy as fully the incredible blessings coming your way. You have in your current situation the Ace of Swords coupled with the World. This in particular, these two cards, I really, really want you to be paying attention to when this message comes in for you. This Ace of Swords is about inspiration, some kind of message from the universe. It's a flash of inspiration, a new idea, a spark of, I got a spark of recognition, which is interesting. It's like sparking something that you recognize at a heart level. And so if you're too caught up in your grief, you won't actually feel it deeply enough to move forward with it. That's a really interesting, specific message. It may only be relevant for some of you, but this is talking about some divinely inspired idea that wants to come in, and it has the potential to change your world. The Ace of Swords coupled with the World card, holy cow, that is divine inspiration. That is truly changing your world. And these cards really want you to be present for this, especially because they're influenced by the King of Swords and the Star. Not only are you getting divine inspiration, this has the potential to shift you into this King of Swords energy, this very high, powerful wisdom, this high spiritual knowledge that is pointing your direction forward. It's telling you where to go next, and it's letting you know that where you are being directed through this divine inspiration is opening the path to bring your wishes in. The Star card is about laying the foundations for your wishes to come true, for the universe to grant your wishes. I got that old story in my head of the man who begged and prayed night and day to God to let him win the lottery. Please, God, let me win the lottery. Please, God, let me win the lottery. And then one day the God got so fed up that he manifested into physical form and said, please buy a lottery ticket. That's kind of the Star card. This is a mutual relationship that we have with the universe. We ask the universe to grant our wishes, but we lay the foundations, we set the stage for the universe to bring that wish in. That is what is happening with this King of Swords. The universe is bringing you divine inspiration that has the potential to change your world, and it's asking you to pay attention to where this guidance is trying to point you and to take steps to move in that direction, because that will allow the universe to grant your wishes. I love this story, Leo. This is incredibly beautiful, and it's so much why I don't want you getting stuck in this Five of Cups energy, because if you can't move past your grief, you won't be able to fully hear this message that's coming in. The Swords cards are fast. They're the mental suit. So thoughts come in very, very quickly. Inspiration can come with a flash. And if we're not present and listening, we can miss it. I'm not getting the sense that you're going to miss it for good, because this is so big and so important with that World card and with that Star card right alongside it. I feel like it's going to have another chance to come in, but the more you can keep your heart open, the quieter your mind will get, and you'll be able to hear this inspiration and follow the path that the universe wants you to take, so it can grant your wishes for you. This is so cool. I love this. We do need to look at your outcome cards though, because the Five of Wands with the Four of Pentacles, this is a little bit of an interesting energy. There could be a little bit of a stuckness here. The Five of Wands in this card in particular is about using the energy that you have to play games. This is not directing your energy towards anything productive. It's not about manifesting anything in the world. It's not about driving you forward on your path. This is just play. It's less that pointless combat, the frivolous waste of energy that we get in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, but it is about energy just being used for games, for fun, for play. There is nothing wrong with this, and this can actually be really, really positive. It can be a really good way to release a lot of stuck energy, which is why I'm bringing it up, because you have this Four of Pentacles. This is about holding on too tight and not wanting to let go of what you have. You have very little. It's only the 4 sunflowers in this card, the 4 pentacles, and he's holding on so tight. He's not open to receive anything more. Now, for some of you, using your energy for fun and for play can actually help release this stuck energy. But what I'm actually sensing more is that this Five of Wands is kind of like a distraction. It's keeping you stuck in the Four of Pentacles. It's keeping you holding on to what you know, to the small security blankets, to the small comforts that keep you feeling safe. Even though they are limiting you, you kind of feel safe. It's not a bad thing. Like, if this is what you need to feel comfortable right now, that's fine. But these cards, these 4 cards, are asking for something more from you. These are really big, powerful cards. I almost feel like the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles is going to be the outcome if you stay stuck in this Five of Cups energy. If you keep mulling over your loss, your grief, your sense of hopelessness, that feeling of gloominess can become a little bit self-indulgent. It's not you, it's the ego side of you. It's the smaller you that gets a bit addicted to that grief pattern. I'm not discounting the validity of experiencing grief. You do need to feel it. You do need to honor it. And you need to allow it to be processed. But you also need to allow it to move when it's ready, to let it go, to let it flow with the ocean, with the stream, to flow in and flow away. If you hold on to it, you're going to limit yourself and you're going to miss out on this amazing possibility that wants to come in here. So this Five of Wands is very much about a distraction from this Five of Cups energy, and it is going to keep you limited. I just wanted to see something. The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Temperance. Yes. Okay, I just wanted to pull some clarifiers on those 2 cards. I don't normally do that with this short read. I just wanted to see what else might be there. This is asking you to gain clarity on this. I mean, she's the queen that is the partner to this King of Swords. She's calling in that high spiritual wisdom. It's an intuitive knowledge. She has wisdom and experience, but she also has that intuitive spiritual awareness. So this Seven of Swords is saying that there could be a little bit of self-deception going on, and it's asking you to be aware of this, to find your temperance, find your balance. Try to look at yourself honestly and openly and from a sense of balance. There's no judgment here. We literally don't have the judgment card. You don't need to judge yourself. If you're experiencing grief and you're feeling stuck, that's fine. We can recognize it, sit with it, let yourself be in that space. And the moment you recognize it, you can see that self-deception, you can gain this clarity on this situation and find your inner balance. Then it can start being released. You can start releasing those pentacles, those sunflowers, and opening yourself up to these new possibilities. All right, I'm going to pull some actual advice cards. They were kind of clarifying those two cards there. Let's see what the cards have for you in terms of advice for this whole situation. I've kind of given it to you with those clarifiers, but I want to see from the Rider-Waite Tarot perspective. Right, you've got the Empress. Beautiful. So this is very much about recognizing that you are so much bigger than your limiting beliefs. She's asking you to ground yourself, to find comfort in creativity instead of holding on to old patterns, instead of wasting your energy with frivolous games. Find an outlet through creative pursuits instead, because that can actually help release that stuck, grieving energy. It can help move it. It can help with that flow of the water. It can let it flow away, flow in and flow away. Ooh, okay. The Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Remember your wishes. Remember your hopes and dreams. Bring them to the forefront of your mind, because they are the foundation from which this Star card can evolve. You need to have the wishes and hopes and dreams first before you can start taking action and asking the universe to bring these wishes into play. So remember your wishes. They're so much bigger, again, than that Five of Cups, and they will reawaken that hope in you. Wow, okay, the Ten of Cups, that's even better. This is asking you to believe that you can have your happily ever after. You have been stuck in this sense of hopelessness. All of these cards are so much more beautiful and more powerful than this Five of Cups. And with this Empress, this really feels like this is in your hands. She's holding this golden scepter, which is kind of that magical touch, that Midas touch. Everything she touches turns to gold. She's promising the ability to bring your wishes in and create your happily ever after. And these three cards as your advice are just asking you to open your heart up to believing this can happen, which is why these three cards needed to come in. The Queen of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Temperance. Find your temperance, find your balance, and you can do that, as I said, through creative pursuits rather than those frivolous waste of energy with the Five of Wands, games and playing. And, you know, you might be someone who's a gamer and you're using that as a distraction from your inner life. This is asking you to choose a different way, to remember your wishes and hopes and believe, trust that the universe wants to bring you your happily ever after. Keep that rainbow in sight. I'm getting so much of a feeling of hope with this. It's asking you to remember hope. I'm actually not always a fan of hope because it's not a particularly tangible or practical emotion. It's not a thing that actually creates anything in the world around us. But what it does do is it lifts the heart. It opens the heart up and it helps us move through grief. And right now, the main word I'm getting for you is hope. To bring that hope back into your heart again and to trust in the benevolence of the universe. So the words I got, the universe really wants to grant your wishes and change your world for you. So try not to lose hope with this. All right, I'm going to pull 3 final message cards for you, Leo, but this looks like a really powerful time. We are all moving through some really pivotal moments right now. Okay, the Tower just flipped out. Right. Oop, and another one's flipped out. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, 2 aces in the read now. Well, this Tower wants to come in and it wants to change things up and start something new. This is extremely positive. This is what all of those 4 cards under there were promising. They were saying, have this new inspiration. Let this guide you to bring your wishes in, and remember, trust that all of your wishes want to come true. Something's going to come out of the blue. This feels like if this goes on too long, the stuck energy in particular, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, if you're going a bit around and around in a hamster wheel, or if you're a bit stuck in your grief, this Tower, I mean, it's over the top of the other 3 major arcana in this spread, apart from that Temperance. The World, the Star, and the Empress. This Tower is coming in and saying, we're going to make this happen. We want you to remember your dreams and wishes and hopes for this happy ever after, this happy life. And we're going to shake things up, but also spark the possibility of something new. Plant a seed, open this gate to a whole new world for you. This is coming in from the universe, and you've got another major arcana with the Strength card. I believe this is your card, Leo. This is like you coming back to you. It's like the sun is going to be shining on you again. Look how golden this sky is. This is the reflected gold from this Nine of Cups and this Empress. These were the advice cards. This isn't about what's actually coming in. This is asking you to remember what you want to bring in. And this Strength card is saying, now it's coming in. You're going to land back in a space of Leo positivity and strength. It may be the Mercury retrograde that's been playing on you lately. It's been playing on a lot of us lately, slowing things down, making us feel like there's no momentum going. It really kind of puts the brakes on things sometimes. This feels like you coming right back to yourself, right back to your positivity, bringing in that strength of conviction of who you are, what you want, and how you can manifest it. These three cards feel so incredibly powerful. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Cups. Oh, wow. All right, under that, we've got the Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. That's really, really important. The Seven of Cups is basically saying the world is going to open up to you again. You're going to start feeling the possibilities. Instead of feeling stuck and cycling through your hopelessness, your grief, your loss, whatever that is that you're kind of stuck in, you're going to be shifting away and back into this Seven of Cups, which is all about hopes and possibilities and all of your dreams sitting up in the sky, waiting for you to reach up and grab hold of one. Or all of them if you want. This is your hope coming back in again. I love this. This Eight of Swords under here feels very much like it's asking you to be mindful of not getting trapped again in your old thoughts. Once this grief is processed, your heart should be healed. All of these cards are pointing towards a healed heart and an open heart and a sweetness and positivity and all of these possibilities coming into play. If you start getting dragged back into old thought patterns, if you think you're feeling grief and loss and hopelessness again, this Eight of Swords card is telling me that that's rather than that actually being at a heart level, this is your thoughts getting sucked back into the patterns that it's been used to dealing with. The High Priestess under there is saying, trust your intuition on this. The intuition is a higher, more refined sense of insight. It can also connect more deeply with the heart. It's so much more powerful than those Eight of Swords. You can release yourself from those bonds. You can release yourself from that blindfold and recognize that you do have so many possibilities available to you. And once you land back into this beautiful Leo energy again, this sun-shining, powerful energy, you're going to be unstoppable. You're going to get to choose how you want to use those cups, where you want to go next, what you want to bring in with that beautiful Ten of Cups. This is awesome, Leo. The universe has your back here, and I can't wait to see what you manifest. Best of luck.